Got to be much smarter with the ball than we were in that last game, and this might be the moment. Jadon Sancho has to score this. Sancho, let's go, guys. We get one back with everything we've got. An early cross maybe for Haaland. He gets there. Erling Haaland, let's go, guys. I
swear you'll never see anything like this ever again.
Floor as Borussia Dortmund. We are one game away from eternal glory with Borussia Dortmund. Champions League final against Man City. The first final for Dortmund since 2013. The last time they were in this situation, it was against Bayern and they unfortunately lost that. But we want to change that. We're up against Pep Guardiola's Man City. And this is it, guys. Dortmund City. We've been the underdogs in the Bundesliga for pretty much the entire series. But finally, we managed to get ahead of Bayern. And here we are. In a Champions League final, it's time to get things sorted. Hang on a second, out of nowhere, we may have a chance to win the league. It depends on if they drop more points, but I don't think that's going to happen. Who are they facing? They've got Wolfsburg next. Okay, guys. Okay, who's their final game? The final game they've got is Cologne. So they need to drop points against Wolfsburg, and then we may stand a chance to win the Bundesliga. So I don't know how we're in this situation, but we've got a chance to win the league. Let's see how things go. Just 2 points separate Bayern and Dortmund. Huge episode for the series, guys. We're going to be wrapping up the Bundesliga, going through the stats, end of season awards ceremony, and the Champions League final. If we win that, that's going to be the end of this series, and we'll be starting a new career mode soon, which I'll be talking about in today's press conference. Well, if you enjoyed the series so far, keep the support coming in. Smash that like button. This has been one of the most successful series on the channel, and I really do appreciate your support. Subscribe if you're new around here, because we're going to keep pushing the career mode content. And well, let's get on with the press conference. Press conference to kick off the episode. Does no one notice that Marco Reus is growing in his rating, but he's older than 30? That proves he's been amazing in this series. You are absolutely right. I haven't really noticed that, but Reus, for the most part, has retained his overall and even taken it further. He's gone up by 2 overalls this season, which is nuts, man. I didn't even know that was possible. He's 86 rated at the moment. To be fair, if you look at his stats, you can understand why. He's just been simply sensational. His physical stats have dropped a fair bit, but not all that much. At 32, he's still got a bit of sprint speed on him. The agility, the acceleration's decent, and he's retained most of his technical stats. So I guess putting him on a development plan really helped in keeping Marco Reus retain his overalls for the most part, so that was key for us. Next up, are you planning on doing a mini series in the World Cup? A lot of you guys are very eager to maybe see like a World Cup related series, but I feel like it's the year of the Euros and also the Copa America, so we'll be doing content themed around that as soon as like the Euros and Copa America begin. So just be patient, guys. Stuff like that will be coming. I don't want to be doing a World Cup series when it's going to be all about the Euros and Copa America in the summer, so maybe expect a series around those 2 competitions in the next few weeks, months, depending on whenever those competitions start. So just putting it out there. Next up, now I know you guys are eager about this. What should be our next career mode team? At the moment, I haven't decided yet. The new series will begin around Thursday next week, so we've got time to make a decision. I'm at the moment confused whether it should be a Premier League team or maybe Ligue 1 could be a superb option, or we could go to La Liga for the first time with a different club, basically not Barcelona. So a lot of options. I'm gonna make a call in the next few days. I'll let you guys know what's up. Let me know in the comment section what you guys want to see, but trust me, the new series, whatever it is, we're gonna have tons of fun again like we've had with Borussia Dortmund. So stay tuned to find out what's coming next to the channel. Until then, I'll still have daily uploads, so don't worry, I've got you covered. That's the press conference done. Sancho really stepped things up in the last episode. That game against Atletico was one of the most memorable games of FIFA I have ever played, and Sancho was at the heart of it. A brace and an assist, he picks up the Player of the Episode award. As I said, we somehow find ourselves with an off chance of winning the Bundesliga. How crazy is that, guys? Like, what a weird situation to be in. Let's sim the last couple of games and see where we're at. If Bayern drop points against Wolfsburg, we'll play the final game of the season just to spice things up. We know what we gotta do. We've got to beat Bielefeld, and I reckon we will get this done. There you go. We've done our job. Haaland and Reus scoring, but what have Bayern done? if they have dropped points, guys, things could get super interesting in the league. Who am I kidding? Bayern aren't going to drop points. They aren't chokers. They're not going to choke towards the end of the season, man. Frustrating. Anyways, let's get the final game of the season out of the way and wrap up the Bundesliga. Obviously, there's still a bit of an off chance for us to win the Bundesliga. Depends if Bayern drop points, but that's not going to happen. We win 6-2, by the way. Haaland getting a hat-trick on the final match day. I will take that. And there you have it, guys. The Bundesliga comes to an end. We put in a very, very valiant effort for the title. 91 points is an achievement. We 1 goal short of being the top scorer in the competition, best defensive side, and yet we couldn't win the league. That's really frustrating. 93 points is what Bayern finish at. We're at 91. I'm annoyed, guys. I really am, but fair enough, Bayern. For the second season in a row, they've got the better of me. My focus now, of course, is on the Champions League. But before that, let's take a look at some of the stats of the Bundesliga this season. 35 goals in the Bundesliga. How crazy is that? Almost double of Lewandowski. That's how he wins the Golden Boot. Do we have any other Dortmund players in there? Sancho with 11. That's nice to see. Nobody else in the top 25. Assist-wise, Royce with 14, Guerrero with 14, Sancho with 12. Kimmich wins the top assisted award though. Clean sheets-wise, Leno gets the better of Manuel Neuer. We really should have won the league this season. Those games that we dropped points against Bayern really cost us. The moment is now. It's time to play the Champions League final with Dortmund. Our journey here has been nothing short of difficult because against Atleti we had to do an incredible comeback, scoring in pretty much the 90th minute to get through. Quarterfinals was somehow a lot easier, 6-3 on aggregate. Chelsea, again, we had to do another comeback, similar to the Atleti game. In the group stages, though, things were fairly simple for us. But here we are in the finals against Man City. Now, how did they get here? Love to see. They topped their group easy. They knocked out PSG 6-0 on aggregate, 5-2 against Leipzig, and then just about got through Real Madrid. What about the Premier League? Definitely interested to see how Manchester City are doing in the Prem, and they've won the league with 97 points. That's the level of opposition we're up against. Here we go. I'm sticking with the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. This has been a revelation for us in this series. It's changed the way we play. It's got us beating teams and, making comebacks, and it's just, we've kind of like found the perfect way to play with this team, and it's the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. And against Man City, we'll need every bit of strength. So I'm sticking with that. The extra midfielder to maybe give us a bit of control. Haaland, Royce, Sancho. Saka misses out, but that's the price he's got to pay. Van de Beek, Chan, and Guerrero start. I'm so glad we signed Van de Beek, guys, really. Theo Hernandez, Tapsoba, Kanji, and Athel with Leno in goal. That's my team. And looking at Man City, Aguero starts up top. Sterling, Phil Foden, De Bruyne. That's a quality Man City team, isn't it? But here we go, guys. Champions League final. Let's wrap this series up with the big trophy. Say it with me, boys. We ain't losing tonight. We're not bottling this Champions League final, guys. We're gonna beat Man City here, and we're gonna be crowned champions of Europe. Let's do it with Borussia Dortmund and wrap up this series in the best way possible. Oh my, I'm getting nervous, man. I'm getting so nervous. There's the City players. They've got Phil Foden, Aguero all starting, Zinchenko. It's a stacked Man City team. Ruben Diaz in there as well. I'm nervous, boys. I'm absolutely nervous. Let's just see how things go. We need to have a good start to the game. We've got to be composed as well. We're using the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow formation. Let's make use of it. Let's keep possession against City, which is going to be a difficult task. But you know what? We've got the players to dominate City. I think we can do it. Come on. One thing against Man City we've got to do is just dig deep and avoid conceding the early goal. Because if City score first, that's going to spell disaster, because then they can just move the ball around, get comfortable, keep possession, and that's something we just do not want, guys. So we got to prevent that from happening at every stage of the game. And of course, meanwhile, we still got to try and push for the first goal. If we put City under pressure, they can crumble, guys. In a Champions League final, they might just crumble. So let's try and push for the first goal of the game. Haaland's found a bit of pocket of space here. In a Champions League final, Erling Haaland from outside the box looking to curl this one. And that was maybe expecting a bit too much from the Norwegian sensation. But you know what? You got to try some of those shots, man. You never know which one pops up in the back of the net. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Sergio Aguero almost getting to the end of that. That would have spelled disaster as we somehow avoid giving the ball away cheaply to Man City. I'm so glad we didn't concede from that chance. Not gonna lie, this has been a cagey Champions League game so far. You maybe expect a bit more attacking flair from the two teams, but you guys know why this is happening. It's It's what's at stake here. Champions League trophy, but finally City with the breakthrough. Raheem Sterling down the wings. That's big from Akanji to just slow things down and prevent Sterling from pushing any further. But they still have the ball. I'm going sliding in, but Emre Can, he was literally playing in slow motion there. And now Sterling still has the ball. I'm going sliding in. This time Can gets it off him. That's Wissam. That's what you need to do to players like Sterling to, just let them know they can't have their way in this one. Haaland. Very well done to find Sancho, and now we're pushing, but they are pushing as well. Backwards, of course. Theo Hernandez gets it. Crossing for Haaland. He's got to attack this. Come on. Ruben Diaz is an absolute monster. He's stopping every cross I'm putting in. Chance from a corner could prove to be vital. If Haaland can attack it, no, he can't. It falls for Aguero, and City get the ball back again. From set pieces, how are we so bad? We're putting the pressure on Man City, guys, but they're just keeping the ball so well. It's been a nightmare. Not many chances in this first half, but City have looked the better team. City really have. Second half's again going to be really difficult. It's been a very cagey Champions League final, but as I said, it's a trophy at stake here. Both teams want it as much as the other. Second half, let's see what it brings. The stats don't lie. That's how cagey this game's been. 0 shots for Man City, but they've had most of the possession. We've had 1 shot, but yeah, it's been super cagey. Second half, I think the game might open up a tad bit more. Looks like Man City are pushing with more intent in this second half already, as I'm seeing their high line is... Yep, it's super high, but they've lost the ball in a very tricky position. And now Erling Haaland's in space. A big mistake from Man City has led to Haaland being through on goal. And of course, Haaland scores in a Champions League final. It's Borussia Dortmund 1, Man City 0. A costly mistake from Man City early on in the second half has put us into the lead. Absolutely huge, guys. This came out of nowhere. A big mistake at the halfway line by, I think, Rodri, who lost the ball. We countered incredibly quickly with the open spaces. And Erling Haaland, who else but him, to score a possible winner in the Champions League final. Only the second shot of the night, and it's ended up in the back of the net, guys. Dortmund 1, City 0. Huge, huge goal. Pep's team is going to have to come out all guns blazing now. And that means on the break, we may have opportunities. Raheem Sterling. Oh, come on. No, 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 no. Not just after scoring. Not just after scoring. That's heartbreaking, guys. Nah, man. We can't be doing it like that. Look at the amount of time we gave Raheem Sterling to just pick his shot. After all that time, he even used his left foot to score there. Fair play. No chance for Leno. And it's Manchester City 1, Borussia Dortmund 1. All the effort to take the lead gone. As I said, the game is now opened up. We're going to see a lot of drama in this Champions League final now. Good for the neutral, but not good for you guys watching and backing Dortmund for the series. Raheem Sterling, now it's Aguero. I just went sliding in, hoping I could get it off him. Couldn't, and now Man City looking to open up some space with Sergio Aguero down the flank. I'm tracking back with everything I can. I get floored there. But Aguero forced to go backwards. So we've done our job in just keeping hold of Man City in the corner. But they're now bringing it forward with Sergio Aguero. It's just so tricky to deal with players like this. Zinchenko. Inside for Kevin De Bruyne. Now it's Rodri. The challenge comes in. It's decent. And I get tripped there. No way is that a free kick for Man City, dude. That is a joke. Kevin De Bruyne to take this one. 33 yards. We're giving City a massive chance. No, we don't. Akanji gets it away. Only for Stones, though. Rodri. Now Sterling. Huge challenge from Tapsoba. Had to be strong. Huge problems for us, guys. Kyle Walker. I'm trying to block off that pass for Aguero. Kyle Walker still on it. That's good defending from Guerrero. But we've given away a corner in the 85th minute. Nah. Aguero's been brought off. I'm not sure for whom. But we need to defend this corner with everything we've got. They're trying a bit of a set-piece routine here. Van de Beek wins that. I don't know why he's taking so long to bring it forward, but he does. As Erling Haaland has now got space to run into. And we know how strong Haaland is with his pace. The pace is unbelievable from Haaland. Could do damage here. Brings it inside. Erling Haaland. Unbelievable scenes from Haaland. The City players fall right to the floor. The pace, this monster that we've created in Haaland, has just demolished Man City single-handedly. It's just raw pace and strength. He couldn't do anything defensively once he got it onto his left foot. There was only one place the ball was going, and that's the back of the net. And at the end, at the death, Haaland has won us the Champions League. There's no coming back for City from here. Just unreal scenes. Pep Guardiola in shock as we've done it to the death. It was all from a City corner as well. What a runner play. What a freaking counter-attack. If I remember correctly, even against Atleti in the semi-finals, it was a bit of a similar scenario on the break. Haaland is just an absolute monster, guys. Oh my god, 3 minutes added on. It's done. I'm just going to maybe try and run down to the corner flag, guys, because let's waste as much time as possible. Because, yeah, it's a Champions League final. I don't care. I don't care about Man City getting pissed off. Maybe now I can just whip in across and maybe score another one. Nope, that's not going to happen. But that's it. It's done. Wait, it's not done? Okay. Well, it is now. The Champions League is coming to Germany and not to Munich, to Dortmund. What a result. We've done it. This was tough. Not just this game, but the tie against Atletico, the tie against Chelsea, the setbacks we suffered in the Bundesliga against Bayern. But finally we come through. 2 seasons, 21 episodes, and we finally won the Champions League with Dortmund. What a team we've assembled. The machine himself, Haaland, scoring the 2 to win us the game. Just epic, honestly. I'm certainly getting a bit emotional seeing Marco Reus win the Champions League. Let's go, guys. We've done it with Dortmund. What an epic moment for the series. This series has not been an easy ride, guys. Getting humiliated in the Bundesliga 2 seasons in a row, but ultimately everything paid off because we're champions of Europe with Dortmund. Special, guys. It's honestly been special. And yeah, Borussia Dortmund are UEFA Champions League winners as we see Haaland with the trophy. Let's go. Haaland with 16 in the Champions League. I'm pretty sure he's 1 goal short of Ronaldo's 17-goal record. Shame he couldn't break that, but still 16 in the Champions League is mental, including 2 in the final. Detailed look at the stats of all our players, definitely well warranted. Haaland has broken the 50-goal mark. 52 in 45 games. What a season, honestly. Like, legit. Sancho with 16, our second top scorer, and 19 assists as well. What a season he's had. Let's not forget his contribution against Atleti. That was incredibly clutch. We wouldn't be in a Champions League final without him. Guerrero had a great season. Royce was brilliant. He had 19 assists as well. Saka, bit of a on and off player because he, you know, kind of missed out because Van de Beek played and all that, but still decent. Emre Can as well. Renier, Bellingham is there. Van de Beek with some decent stats after joining in January. But yeah, boys, this is the squad that got the job done for us. 2 seasons with Dortmund, Champions League winners. It's time to wrap up the series with the end of season award ceremony. Let's go. First category is going to be goal of the season. Now, we didn't really score particularly any screamers this season, but here are a couple of good goals that we scored from, of course, Haaland and Rafael Guerrero. Take a look and make your call in the comments. Another chance though for us is here's Erling Haaland from outside the box. Oh my god, Erling Haaland in the Champions League quarterfinals has just done that. Outrageous, guys, outrageous. That is a potential goal of the season contender. Royce looks for a really neat pass for Rafael Guerrero, striking from distance. What a goal from Guerrero. That was the perfect strike from him as we take the lead against Schalke. 1-0 up. Rafael Guerrero, and as things stand, we're going 5 points clear at the top of the Bundesliga table. Next up, we've got best transfer of the season. My nominees are Tapsoba and Leno. I was unsure whether to include Donny van de Beek or Tapsoba, but gotta say, Tapsoba from the get-go has been incredible at the back, so it's gotta be him. 2 great nominees for best transfer. Leno had more clean sheets than Neuer in the Bundesliga. Tapsoba was solid at the back. Make your call. And the final category is player of the season. Last season, it was Marco Reus who bagged the award. This season, though, Erling Haaland and Sancho are up for it. But I sense there's only one winner here, and it's probably going to be Haaland. What a season he's had. 50 goals. Just crazy stats. And yeah, that's the final category, and let's wrap things up. Not gonna lie, it is a bit disappointing that we've only managed to complete a couple of objectives this season, but thankfully it doesn't matter all that much since we're moving on to a new series. But I'm still kind of gutted that we couldn't get the 30 goal contributions with Marco Reus this season. With that, guys, that's it for this series. It's been a lot of fun recording this, man. I've genuinely enjoyed this trip in the Bundesliga with Dortmund. It's been a challenge. The drama against Bayern, getting constantly humiliated by them. Of course, I'm kind of gutted we couldn't win the Bundesliga, but hey, what would career mode be if we keep winning everything in every series? So there were a bit of failures in this series, a bit of highs, a bit of lows, but the highs were superb, like winning the Champions League. So still a very successful series. We'll take one look at our complete stats at Borussia Dortmund. 103 games, 80 wins. That's a great record. We've scored 246 goals. How mental is that? A couple of trophies in a couple of seasons. And yeah, that's it for the Dortmund career mode. I'll see you guys Thursday for a new career mode. Over the next few days, you guys will find out what team we're doing, what's the plan, what's everything going to happen. So stay tuned for that. We'll still have daily uploads until then. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll catch you all next time. Thank you all for your support on this Dortmund career mode.